I never thought I would make a video like this, as you can already tell from the title. Well, let's just get into it. Subscribe, share the video, do all that great stuff. I'm just gonna say, not that they're watching, but if they do, if you're from Wizards of the Coast and you're watching this video, man up. Man up. Blaming content creators for your failures is childish. It really is. Now, they have a point. There are some people who are negative in what they do. I love the professor. I think what he does it right. I think the Magic Historian really does doom post a lot. And for those of you who don't know what it is, doom posting is the end of the world, everything. You know, some of those religious people, they're always saying it's the end times, it's Armageddon, all this and that, and you get tired of them saying it. I understand what Wizards means when it comes to that. I love the Magic Historian. This is not to rag and drag him. It is just my personal opinion. But let's get back to it. You guys knew the way y'all made Spider-Man was not the way you make sets. This is embarrassing coming from the company that invented the trading card industry. And there's blood in the water and your competitors see it. Y'all really think that the Pokemon company, that Konami, that LSS, that Bandai aren't watching this? Ravensburger isn't seeing this. Fantasy Flight Games is probably chuckling in the corner eating tacos. They're all like, man, y'all see this? Wizards is they're mad because they messed up, and we've been doing what they've been doing to be successful. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't see Pokemon being dethroned as the #1 trading card game in the next few years. I don't. It used to be Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon battling it out. Pokemon was third for a while. And now, you know, that Pokemon's fans grew up and had their kids and the money came in, they booming. And Wizards is over here complaining that Spider-Man didn't do well. Every other card is called Spider-Man. It's too much. I was excited for the Spider-Man show. What I mean, like, I'm a comic book nerd. When Marvel first started, I had people literally come up to me asking questions after the second Iron Man movie. They're like, oh, what's going on? And I said, they're going for the Avengers. I really think so. You know, this is back in like 2008, 2009-ish. Like, I predicted how Spider-Man would get into the MCU. If I can get the people to corroborate the story, like ask them, hey, do you remember when I said this? When I was telling them, like, Sony got to go broke, Fox has to go broke, Disney has to start making deals. And the thing is, if y'all were really going to go that route, y'all could have paid some of the people that used to work for Marvel. Hey, could you draw us this? Could you draw us that? You know, and I get there are people out there who are gonna say everything that Wizards does is great. Cool, they're on the payroll. I'm not mad at them. Make your check. But this is embarrassing. And realistically, there could be a recovery with the Marvel set coming out. If Spider-Man is not in that set at all, and y'all happen to have cards that synergize with some of the cards in the Spider-Man set, and a lot of them weren't open, y'all will make more money. Calm down. Learn from your mistakes. I get, you know, y'all are upset that a very loud minority who is very vocal, and y'all are afraid of their sway. I'll say this. For the longest, this happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! People would scream, oh, the game is dying. It's all over. This is back when a guy called Asian Eyes was saying it. in the 2010s and Yu-Gi-Oh kept booming and booming and booming when it came to sales, players like myself came back in 2019. Konami wasn't worried about that. Konami's like, what do I need to do to keep making money? Oh, y'all want this? Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you little grains. And now it's at the point where when Konami sales were going down, they didn't go, well, who made you talk bad? You know what they did? They started improving the prizes of their tournaments. They're like, oh, okay, y'all want borderless cards? Oh, okay, we're gonna do borderless. Pokemon does borderless. If Pokemon does and it's successful, you can probably see Konami getting ready to copy. Konami's little kid looking over at Nintendo's test, copying the answers. And Wizards is sitting there huffing and puffing because you didn't study for the quiz. So I think it's hilarious. I just play Commander at this point. I used to play Extended. I liked Modern. But with the amount of sets y'all got coming out, I can't keep up. Now that I'm a parent, you know, it's like buy these overpriced Magic products, or I can go buy a case of any other game and still go buy food for my 2-year-old baby. Maybe it's the frequency of your sets. It's the effects of some of the cards, the always increasing prices. And I know people are going to say, oh, they only care about your shareholders. Being a shareholder ain't that hard. I can go sit there and go buy Hasbro stock if I wanted to. But from what I see, sorry, I'm going to go into tech. Tech energies are much better investment than investing in Hasbro, because we see what you're doing. Magic is your only chicken hatching eggs. So realistically, I feel like what you guys should do, y'all need to take accountability, own up to your mistakes, do better. Realistically, if you really want to make some money, y'all could have been like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we put Ristic Study in Final Fantasy. Let's put it in Marvel. Let's make sure that we got some cards that synergize with the Spider-Man set so they can come back and buy some of the stuff. And people go, oh, that might not work. I'm going to tell you it works because I watched LSS do this with Flesh and Blood. As a reseller, I see this. They recently announced a new format where you can use only commons and rares, and all my bulk has been selling. It might be 1 to 2 orders every 2 weeks of just commons and a rare. Now it's every other day. And they print stuff down the line that synergizes with something from 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 sets ago. And you know what people do? I didn't open none of that. Oh, I'm a new player. I'm going to just go get a box of that stuff because it's new to them. So there's solutions to this issue. Wizards, you should do more preemptive maintenance. It's better to work out, eat right, have a good weight so you don't get sick when you're older. But y'all ain't doing that. Y'all eating all the Cheetos, nachos, drinking 12 sodas a day, not drinking water, eating fruits and vegetables. But yet, y'all have the nerve to want to complain about people making YouTube channel videos and just saying what a lot of people feel. Yes, I'm excited for the Ninja Turtle set, Star Trek, and Avatar. Oh, I can't wait to buy those. But at the same time, with those sets, y'all really should put in cards that people who don't really care for those franchises are buying. Like, for instance, okay, you got Aang, right? And I know it's too late for this. If I would have a demonic tutor version of Zuko and call it Looking for the Avatar. You know, I would have had Ristic Study, like Toph's Home or something, because she was rich. You could have did little stuff like that when, like, there are $100 cards that y'all could just put into these sets to make sure that they sell. Just 1 or 2. You know, bring the price down a little bit. You could even rarity bump it if you wanted to. But no, y'all's solution is to see if people with a camera have more influence over your customer base than you do. I don't know. I don't understand the thinking of Seattle, but in the southern American states, we don't do that whining and groaning. Oh no, it's shut up, sit down, figure out what you did wrong, and get back to work. Like, hey, and what are y'all complaining for? Final Fantasy y'all made $2 million in one day, and y'all got to keep reprinting Final Fantasy because people still want it. But Final Fantasy actually has some good cards, though. Y'all got some broken stuff that came out of Final Fantasy. You didn't have nothing broken out of Spider-Man. What did y'all hodgepodge the team together? Like, I got a little short video where one of my homeboys pulled a $700 Spider-Man card. I almost bought something. I almost did, and I'm like, I'm about to break budget for a booster box. But then you know what I thought about? The chances of anybody else pulling anything good from this set. After I watched one guy pull $50 after he bought a box. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the next set of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, or Flesh and Blood, and I'm going to go buy a case. Because I know the chances of me breaking even is at least 90%. So, with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this. I think it's hilarious. I'm still going to watch the Mill Guy, Tellurian Community College, and all the market watches. I love the trading card community here on YouTube. Whether I agree with you or not, I still watch your video. Y'all have a lot of good points. I learned a lot from you guys, you know? So it is what it is. And if you think you can make a YouTube channel, yes, you can. You know, you watching me from a smartphone, go ahead and do it. I'll follow you. Just come in the comment section. Hey, I made my channel. Can you follow? And if you want any constructive criticism, I'll tell you which apps I use. But until then, have a great day and keep buying singles. Buy what you want to buy.